First one of the season, going in. So we're out here, it's opening day for Dungeness crab season here in California. I'm out here on my kayak with a few buddies, plenty other kayaks around, and we're using hoop nets. At the beginning of the season, typically in California, we're restricted to only hoop nets because whales are around. And we don't want to get tangled up with whales, so we use these hoop nets. And I forgot my bait this morning, but not to worry, I went to Safeway, picked up one pack of chicken, and chicken is pretty good bait as well. So we're just dropping them in here. That's number 2. I have 4 traps. We're gonna drop them all, then we'll do some fishing. Hopefully we catch some fish, and then we'll come back, pick them up. Hopefully we'll have fish and crab for dinner tonight. So this is the way I like to do it when I'm dropping everything. I like to put the buoy on and get it all scoped out behind me. So that way I know when I drop the pod in, the rope's not gonna be tangled. And also if something just happens to happen with the buoy, like if I'm doing this and then a boat comes by or whatever, I mean ideally that wouldn't happen, but if I did, I can just drop this out and it wouldn't, you know, it's not attached to my kayak, so I wouldn't be at risk of flipping myself. But yeah, once we get that all scoped out, then I just attach this harness. So I have this harness at the end, which really you don't need with the hoop nets, but I like to have this on here so that when I do have the cages, you know, it's interchangeable. I don't have to change anything. I can attach these to cages as well. All the gear you see here is from Promar. The nets, the buoys, the ropes, the bait cages, and later on when I measure the crabs, the crab gauge. There's all these little tricks you can do with crabbing. I'll, you know, if you want to see some of my older videos, I talk all about pretty much every trick that I have at some point. But one is you want to get that cage as close to the center of the hoop net as possible. You don't want it moving around. If it gets too close to the edges, those crabs can get that bait without going in the net, which is not ideal. So anyway, 3 down, 1 to go. All right. Oh, that was close. Dropped my knife attached. Going down. Now we got everything dropped. So typically you want to leave them down for, I don't know, everybody's different, but probably no less than 2 hours, or no more than 2 hours, I should say. So we'll leave them down for, I don't know, an hour or so, see what's happening. I like to leave them a little bit longer than most people. Some people like to come back and pick them up every 15 minutes or even less. The crabbing is good, which is totally a good method, but I personally, at least today, want to go fishing in the middle, so we're going to leave them for a little bit longer than that. We're going to go head out to the reef and then come back and see if we have any crab. All right, let's see if the reef. Big boat back there. Thank you to today's sponsor, Power Queen. They have a wide variety of different batteries to supply any need that you have, whether it be golf cart, kayak, boat. Power Queen has you covered. Today, I'm featuring their 36 volt, 45 amp hour battery, perfect battery to power my kayak for the long haul. So the way that my kayak works is it has this quick release system, and this plugs right into another cable that's built into the kayak that connects to the motor. So all I need to do is connect this to this, and then this will give us power. So I know it says 38, but that basically means 36 volts and 45 amp hours. And the nice thing about this battery is it's also Bluetooth enabled. So if you go to here, scan this QR code, there's an app. Download the app and get up-to-date information on your phone about the status of the battery. So here's my kayak up on the stand, but just to show you, this is where the battery connects inside here. So if we pop this little hatch open, and there's a wire that comes out here. Where is that? There it is. We take our cable that we have hooked up to the battery. All we have to do is plug this in. Very simple, just one plug. You're good to go, then you got power. And the battery that comes with this kayak is a 20 amp hour battery, which works great. But this one over doubled that, so I'll be able to troll all day long, whether it be for salmon. Honestly, probably could go multi-days without needing a new charge on this battery. I'm going to be good forever. I might be able to sail this thing all the way to Hawaii from here. And with Black Friday right around the corner, it's the perfect time to buy your battery. Power Queen has already started with a ton of different sales on their website. I'll have a link down in the description as well as a promo code. Thank you to Power Queen for sponsoring this video. Okay, just swapped out the sabiki for a live bait rig. We got kind of a small weight there, but like I was showing you earlier, the rod that we have is also pretty small, so we got to be a little bit lighter with our approach today. And then I got a double hook rig here, live bait rig. Take one of these smelt that we just caught. Nice one. One through the nose, and one the back side. I like to hook it on the underbelly. Seems like the fish attack from the bottom more often. Alright, get that down to the bottom. Anything that we're targeting today, lingcod or halibut, going to be hanging out towards the bottom of the ocean floor. So we get it down as close as we can to the bottom, or hit the bottom, bring it up a few cranks, just a little bit. Alright, drift around, see if there's anything biting down there. We tried fishing for a little while, probably about an hour, a little less maybe, with the travel time, but unfortunately no luck out there. I'm not sure why. Thought for sure we would get at least a lingcod, but yeah, it didn't materialize for us, so here we are back on the inside with our traps, and yeah, hopefully there's some crab in here. We'll find out here pretty soon. I feel like there's weight, but I haven't pulled a trap in a while, so I'm not sure what I should be feeling. Oh, that's not good. Nothing. Yikes. We'll move this one. Hopefully our other traps have some better numbers, but that's not good. Alright, number 2. This one feels heavy. Okay, there we go. There's a couple crab, but not keepers. Little guy. So this is what we're looking for right here, Dungeness crab. Little female, but these are too small. Little rock crab. This one here. Hopefully third time's the charm. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. Not good. Rock crab. And just a tiny, tiny Dungeness. 10 keepers in here. Just kidding, I'd be happy with one. But, negative. Negative. Small ones. Tiny, tiny crab. Right species, wrong size. Well, that was rough first round of crabbing there. No keepers, so while those go for a second round, coming back out, do some fishing again. Drop some live bait down. I got a live smelt on here. Hopefully we can get something. So far the day has not quite gone as planned. Okay. Fish number 1. Oh no, it just let go. Come back. My hook setting potential is not as good with this setup. I might have taken the bait. Yep, took the bait. Dang. Alright, strike 1. Yep, that's a fish. It's a fish. Alright, see if we can get the hook set in him. Yep, I think I got him that time. Got this light setup, so I don't really know how big it is. It's hard to tell. There he is. I think that's a keeper. Another thing I forgot today is my gaff, so I'm just going to see if I can slip this in its gill plate nice and gently. Oh, that didn't work. Alright, there we go. Pretty sure that's a keeper. Snap it in. Let's measure them. So these have to be 22 inches in order to keep. Pretty sure this is like a 23, 24. Yeah, 23 inches. Alright, we got something on board. We're not going home empty-handed. This has got mixed reviews in the past, but nonetheless, always bleed your fish. Hopefully there's no sharks around today. And if there are sharks, take the fish, leave me alone. There's a bite, there's a bite. Try to get these hooks set here. Got him. Okay. Make sure that hook is in there. Oh, he's right here. Oh, a cabezone. Definitely a cool looking fish though. Nice colors, big fins, big head. Alright, he's ready to go. Right next to my other lingcod. Well, fishing got a little better. We caught one lingcod, I had one other bite, and then one other one that was on that spit the hook, unfortunately. Having a lot of camera issues, so I'm not sure what all got caught on camera, but yeah, finished up my last drift now, got my last live bait on there, and then we're gonna go ahead and check those crab hoops, and hopefully, honestly, if I get a couple of keepers, I'll be happy. Luckily, the weather turned out pretty nice. Not too much wind, not too much swell, a little bit of both, but yeah, definitely fishable, and now the sun's out, so that's always nice as well. The only thing left to get now is crab, so keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully the second and final round will be a little more fruitful than the first. All right, well, I already pulled 2 nets, and both of them were bone dry. Actually, no, they did have a couple of small dungies in there, but no keepers. Now I'm on to number 3. My cameras are dying. I'm dying. And I'm not catching any crab. At least I haven't caught any yet. Nothing. Look at that. Just one little rock crab in there. It's tough sledding today. Definitely not coming easy. Well, we only have one chance left. Looking for, honestly, 1 keeper would be good. We can't get greedy now. Wouldn't that be epic though if it had 10 keepers in it? There it is right there. The last buoy. Hopefully there's a crab on the end of that line. There we go. Alright, let's pull this thing. Is it heavy? Is it not? Oh my god, what a terrible day. That's it. One little undersized male Dungeness crab right there. That's all we got. Much too small. Ay. Well, I'm not really sure what the problem was today. It's definitely not the gear. It's definitely not that there's no crab left, because it's the beginning of the season. There's got to be crab out here. I think maybe one of the reasons why I didn't catch any crab is because I didn't take the time to kind of move around and sniff out, feel out the different areas. I really had confidence in this area because I've done well past seasons, multiple seasons I've done well here. Maybe this year they're not here, or at least today it seems like they weren't. So yeah, it could be the spot. It also could be just the tide. You know, maybe if the tide turned and started coming in, maybe they would all come in right here and I would catch a bunch of crab. But I just don't have time to stick around for the tide to turn. I think the weather's about to get bad. I think if I had to do it over, I guess if I really wanted to get some crab, it'd be better to kind of spread out my traps a little bit wider and feel out for where the better area was. Little tip for everyone out there. I know I didn't follow it myself today, but if you're having trouble finding a crab, just keep looking. It's kind of like fishing. If you're not catching any fish in one spot, keep moving around. Same thing goes for crab. Sometimes, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's like those crab have like a runway, they're all kind of in a line, like an ant colony or whatever, walking in one line. Sometimes that one spot can really make a difference. You know, maybe 200 yards or 100 yards one way or the other, and you're not getting as many crab. If you really want to think about it, the bright side is I'm going to have to come back to catch more crab next time. So I will definitely be back very, very soon. The weather's supposed to get really bad, unfortunately, for the next little while, but once it gets good again, I'll come back out here and hopefully get some redemption on these crabs. Oh, once again, if you want to get any crab gear, crab season is just starting, and especially for recreational anglers, the time is now to get your crab. And if you haven't done it before, do it now before the commercial season opens. Once the commercial crabbing season opens, then catching crab becomes a lot more challenging. You still get them, but it's definitely a lot easier. I know this video didn't show that, but just trust me on that one. Once if you can get out before the commercial season starts, you have a much better chance. And if you haven't done it before and you need to get some gear, like I said before, I'll leave a link down in the description to Promar, as well as a promo code so you can get a little discount on your order. So anyway, on that note, I'll be back again next time for crab. Wasn't meant to be today, but that's how it goes sometimes. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Once again, thank you to Power Queen for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check out all their sales via the link in the description. Also have a promo code down there to get you a little discount on your order.